Welcome to Sidecar Cocktails. I'm Dave St. John. Today's episode, Holiday Punches. We're getting festive here at Sidecar Cocktails, and that means one thing, the holiday party. And no drink works better for your holiday party than a classic punch. Punches have been served in the United States since colonial times and can be considered the direct ancestor to our modern cocktails. Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 punch recipes, 1 classic and 2 Sidecar originals that will impress your guest and make sure you're not stuck behind the bar shaking drinks all night. Our first punch is the classic New Orleans milk punch. Think of it as a lighter version of eggnog. Now I'm going to show you how to make 1 serving of the drink. Were you making this for a party? Then you could easily multiply it by 8, 10, 20, however many folks you're planning on serving. The milk punch consists of bourbon or brandy, milk, simple syrup, and nutmeg. Begin by measuring 2 ounces of bourbon or brandy. At Sidecar, we generally prefer bourbon, and go ahead and add it to your shaker. Add 4 ounces of whole milk and 1 ounce of simple syrup. You can make your own simple syrup by mixing equal parts sugar and water and heating over a low flame on the stove. Fill your tin with ice and give it a hard shake. If you're making a large batch, stir the ingredients together in a bowl with a large chunk of ice. Strain your punch into a highball glass and grate a little nutmeg over the top for garnish. And that's your milk punch. Next, we have our first Sidecar original, Fezziwig Punch. Named after Mr. and Mrs. Fezziwig of A Christmas Carol, 2 folks who knew how to throw a proper holiday party. Fezziwig Punch consists of 100% cranberry juice, lemon juice, bourbon, simple syrup, hibiscus tea, and Angostura bitters. Measure half an ounce of 100% pure cranberry juice with no sugar or any other juices added and add it to your shaker. Measure half an ounce of lemon juice. Always remember you want to use freshly squeezed citrus juices and add it to your shaker. Next, add 1.5 ounces of bourbon. And then add 3/4 ounce of simple syrup. Measure 1 ounce of unsweetened hibiscus tea and add it to your shaker. And finally, add 4 dashes of Angostura bitters. Fill your shaker with ice and shake until the drink is very cold. If you're making this for a crowd, just add all of your ingredients into a punch bowl, add ice, and stir until it's chilled. Strain into your glass with ice and garnish with a few cranberries and a lemon twist. And that is Fezziwig Punch. And finally, we have our second Sidecar original, our Rosemary Champagne Punch. Our Rosemary Champagne Punch consists of lemon syrup, lemon juice, orange juice, gin, rosemary, and champagne. Now you want to begin by making your oleosaccharum. Now I know that sounds like a weird Harry Potter spell, but really all it is citrus peels mixed with white sugar, left out from 6 hours to overnight so the sugar can draw the really flavorful and fragrant citrus oils out of the peels. Combine your sugar and lemon peel with about 1/4 cup of water on the stove and heat until the sugar is dissolved. Strain this and you'll be left with your incredibly aromatic citrus syrup. Measure half an ounce of your lemon syrup and add it to the shaker. Then measure half an ounce of lemon juice and half an ounce of orange juice. Next, add 1.5 ounces of gin to your shaker. And finally, add a sprig of rosemary, ice, and shake until it's well chilled. Now, if you're making this for a larger group, just add all of the ingredients except the champagne into a bowl with ice and stir until it's chilled. Wait to add the champagne until just before serving. And finally, garnish with a sprig of rosemary. Hosting a holiday party doesn't need to be stressful. Make any one of these 3 punches, and you and your guests will be sure to have a great time. For the full recipes and more tips and tricks, visit our website at sidecarcocktails.com. Cheers, and happy holidays.